During Game 2 of the World Series that autumn, he was picked off first base by the Dodgers' Mike Marshall. He was also caught stealing twice in the ALCS against the Baltimore Orioles. Washington got into 13 more games in the 1975 season before being released by the A's. His career line shows 105 games played over 2 seasons, where he stole 31 bases and was caught 17 times. Herb Washington scored 33 runs for the Oakland A's, all without a single plate appearance. For It Happened in Baseball, I'm Mick Kern.
SiriusXM has soccer covered end to end. SiriusXM FC. Hear live play-by-play and talk shows hosted by legends of the game. It's SiriusXM FC on Channel 157.
This is the NBA on SiriusXM.
Full steam out of the backcourt, all the way to the rim for a thunderous slam.
Every game, all season long, through the NBA Finals.
Drives, he jump stops, he's off balance, he put it up and in. I don't know how.
Your home for hoops is SiriusXM Radio. Now, let's take you courtside for the game.
Summer inside Vegas.
It's good and weird.
Summer inside Vegas, baby. Gotta keep our guys between the lines.
Yeah!
They're gonna ruin everything.
Boys will be boys.
Are you talking about the boys or the boys?
The boys.
Shorzy, new season January 24th, only on Crave. Subscribe now at crave.ca.
I'm the puck that just won't bounce your way.
I'm the gust of wind that makes the field goal miss.
I'm the final shot that bounces out. Yeah, that's me. I'm random. And before you bet more than you can afford to lose, remember, I'm always in play. Learn more at gamblingisrandom.ca.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
Raptors game night. Jim Tandy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewenberg with you. Tonight's starting lineup is driven by Subaru. Get out in winter with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer. Book a test drive today. So the Raptors will go with, as expected, Barnes, Barrett, Pirtle, Grady Dick, and Quickly. And the Knicks will counter with Hart, OG, Cat, Bridges, and Brunson. Warren, where's the matchup that you're concerned about or that you're looking forward to?
Well, I'll start at the point guard. This is going to be a good one. I think Brunson against Quickly. I think anytime you're playing against your old team, you got something to prove. I think Josh Hart against RJ Barrett will also be a very interesting matchup. And I even think Pirtle against Cat. I think Pirtle's done a very good job at the center position, holding his own, and I think tonight will be no different. I think he has a chance to go up against a really good center, one of the best centers, probably the best shooting big in the league as well. And last but not least, I think Scotty against OG if they match up, or Bridges, whoever gets the assignment on Scotty. So I think this is a very intriguing matchup, intriguing game. The Knicks have lost 3 games in a row, so I'm looking forward to it.
Josh, RJ was in the lineup when they played December 23rd at Madison Square Garden, but Quickly is back as well. This is a key moment for both those guys, isn't it?
For sure, yeah. The lights shine brightly at Madison Square Garden. Not as bright, mind you, as they were supposed to shine. This game, by the way, was supposed to be the Raptors' only appearance on U.S. national TV this year. It was supposed to be on ESPN, but understandably, they were bumped for what might be the game of the year, Cleveland OKC, the battle of the conference leaders. So we get it. Look, Raptors fans have had a bit of a hot button relationship, sensitive issue with attention or lack thereof that the Raptors sometimes get south of the border. But look, this team, as we know, has struggled lately. They don't have the kind of star power that's going to get you on ESPN these days. But with all of that said, it should not be hard for the Raptors to get up for this game. They have had an effort issue recently, but coming off of another tough loss and going up against a really good Knicks team, they should really have their focus coming out here tonight. But they also have a three-point shooting problem, and a three-point defense problem, and that's got to improve tonight. The Raptors have allowed 19 or more threes in 3 of the last 4 games, and this Knicks team, they're 4th in the league in three-point shooting. They have some really good shooters out there, so the Raptors have to be a whole lot better defensively tonight against New York.
Warren, what do the Raptors have to be careful of tonight?
Well, the Knicks, as Josh said, are a very good shooting team. So that, and I think getting off to a good start. I think that's one of the most imperative things. You're on the road, you're together, all you have is yourselves. Make sure you get off to a good start. You defend for 48 minutes, that's the most important thing. And then offensively, you definitely have to put pressure on this Knicks defense. That's probably going to be one of the other important things. I mean, they're better offensively than they are defensively. So, you have to find the cracks and exploit it, try and get it in transition. That way their defense can't set up in the half court. And hopefully that's some sort of recipe for success.
Countdown to tip-off is next. This is Raptors Game Night on TSN 1050.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable smell of campfire through the glacial wind pummeling your face. Relax by the water, taking in the soothing sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems. Visit your local Subaru dealer today.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Firefighter Finn McHose, that's a nickname, right? Needed help contending with a blaze of debt. He called Alpine Credits and a superhero was sent his way. Summoning water, she extinguished the fire and consolidated his debt into one low monthly payment. His floors may be wet, but his debt is under control. Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
This is a message from United Way to a Jesse M. of Mississauga. Hello, Jesse. You might be wondering why we made an ad specifically for you. Because, Jesse, you see, we're fighting poverty any way we can. Even cold calling a complete stranger over the radio. Bold, isn't it? Together, we can make sure everyone has what they need, like food, housing, good jobs, and mental health supports. Join people like Jesse to build a better GTA. Donate today at unitedwaygt.org. Thanks, Jesse.
Don't let knee pain hold you back. Step forward with Genicol Pain Relief, Canada's #1 selling joint care supplement. With its blend of amino-lock collagen and eggshell membrane, Genicol Pain Relief is clinically proven to help reduce joint pain from osteoarthritis. And you can start feeling results in just 5 days. Ready to try it? Get your $4 rebate at painrelief.genicol.ca to buy in-store or online. This product may not be right for you. Always read and follow the label.
Genicol makes me feel so good.
Hey, it's Brian Hayes, and I have a confession to make. I skipped the gym a lot over the summer months, but thanks to the judgment-free zone at Planet Fitness, I'm back in my routine and feeling better than ever. Planet Fitness offers a variety of high-quality, brand-name cardio and strength equipment, and get this, a membership will only cost you $15 a month. That's right, $15 a month. So visit planetfitness.ca today or pop into a gym near you and get back into your routine at Planet Fitness.
Stay cozy this winter with awe-inspiring experiences at CF Sherway Gardens. Spectacle, Rare and Astonishing Photographs is an exhibit by National Geographic with over 60 award-winning photographs that showcases the world like never before. Bring the family down to walk a tightrope at Circus Science Under the Big Top and build Lego creations at Towers of Tomorrow with Lego bricks brought to you by the Ontario Science Centre. Don't miss out on the fun at CF Sherway Gardens. Visit cfsherwaygardens.com to learn more.
This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
And starting a 3-game road trip tonight at Madison Square Garden in New York City against the Knicks. Recent history, December 23rd there, Knicks win by 10. December 9th at Scotiabank Arena, Knicks win by 5. On the way to Paul Jones and Javon Shepard. Jonesy, I think that quickly and RJ want to make a statement tonight, and the Raptors would like to solve their road issues here.
Yeah, they would, Jim. They really would, and it would be a feather in their cap, a good win, a good bounce-back win. As the lights are down at what John Francis Xavier Condon used to call and still wears the moniker as the world's most famous arena. Back in our day, Taddy, when you used to hear that distinct voice of John Condon doing the in-arena PA announcing, "Nick foul by Monroe." The lights are down. The team's being introduced, and we'll tell you who they are. The Raptors will start Scotty Barnes, R.J. Barrett, Jakob Poeltl, Grady Dick, and Emmanuel Quickley. And as my man Taddy told you, and we'll tell you again, the Raptors starting lineup driven by Subaru. Get out and winter with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer to book a test drive today. Let's go to New York. All right, time to play ball. At the corner of 34th and 7. The Knicks and the Raptors about to get it on in Gotham at the Big Apple. The Raptors looking to get back in the winning column, and I really do, Javon, expect a better, more focused effort from the Raptors tonight. And not just, as you said, in terms of the energy, but the mental focus around executing the game plan. And hopefully the coaches have equipped them with such that they can have a good showing. The Knicks will wear those uniforms that have stood the test of time. White with orange and blue trim. And the Toronto Raptors will take to the floor. They're sporting the purple warm-ups tonight. I like the 30th anniversary and bringing the purple back, and they're in the jerseys where they won their first playoff series in New York in 2001. Purple on the front, black on the back, the throwbacks for the Raptors.
And it's going to be, another good test for the Raptors, right? You're playing against a New York team that has lost 3 in a row. They're playing at home, and it's one of the best pick-and-roll teams in the league, right? They're getting about a 1.3 points per possession out of the roll man and pick-and-roll, and they're leading the league there. And from the ball handlers, 3rd in points per possession out of pick-and-roll. So you're going to have to guard Brunson. You're going to have to guard Karl Anthony Towns. And then defend the three-point line, right? They struggled over the last couple of games, but New York hasn't shooting the basketball well for the over the last 7.
Raptors win the tip, and they will come front court right to left. Ed Malloy, the veteran, stepped in to throw it up. He's out there with Nate Green, number 41, and Derek Collins. Raptors missed the first shot. Knicks grab the rebound and bring it back front court in the white from left to right. Towns tries to get it to OG on the give and go. Barrett steps in, makes the steal. RJ drive, kick to the corner, quickly 3, bang in the bottom of the well. IQ knocks it down. Raptors go up 3-0.
Great transition play, great kick out, but it starts on the defensive, and RJ doing a good job taking away space from OG, forcing a turnover.
Hart up top, guarded by Barnes. Raptors extending the defense all the way out near center. Brunson double team. Gets into the lane, finds Towns, floats it up and in.
Good find by Brunson. Did a double team on Brunson late in the clock as it winds down, and Karl Anthony Towns just dived into the basket in the outlet.
Towns with a little limp on the way back. 3-2 Raptors. Barrett, far side. Drives on Anunoby, finds Barnes. Now to Poeltl. Floater no good as Pirtle called for the travel out near the foul line, far side, right wing.
He was mid-stride, going to crash, and didn't really know when he caught the basketball. Should I go off my right? Should I go off my left? Too much thinking. The wheels are turning. Got to just get it up there.
Brunson front court. Knicks trailing the Raptors 3-2. Anunoby up top, 3 in the air, straight away, no good. Standing rebound to Barnes, long outlet to Barrett. Far side, right wing, drives to the hoop, lays it up and in with the left hand, 5-2 Toronto.
He extends away from Mikal Bridges as he gets that left hand, just so much touch on the finish.
I'm always impressed with RJ's not only high jump, but long jump to jump away from the defender. Hart comes back, lays it in. Scotty Barnes comes down and is holding his left ankle. Gets up now and gets into the play. Pirtle, elbow, far side. Gets it to Barrett, wheeling into the lane. RJ floats it up and in. He's got 4. The Raptors lead it 7-4.
You know what? RJ wants to play well back in his old home. Great entry pass from Pirtle off of the right elbow into the split action.
Brunson in the lane, kicks it out. Gets it back. Now back up top. Hart drives. Stops at the nail. Tries to hit Brunson. It's knocked away, but right to Bridges. His 3 no good. Rebound to Pirtle. Here come the Raptors front court with a 7-4 lead. Barrett top of the lane. Gets it to Pirtle. Isolated on Brunson. Kicks it out. Grady on the move into the lane. Loses the ball. Back comes New York. Anunoby drives on Barnes. Kicks it out to Towns. Swing it to Hart. Near side right wing above the arc. Left hand bounce toward the middle. Now to Brunson out on the logo. Shot clock at 8. And Grady Dick called on a little nickel dimer, a little cheap foul. Way out.
Brunson seen him coming right and just really got the officials' attention there. You can see Coach Doc on the sideline. As soon as Grady Dick was about to apply a little bit more pressure as the clock was winding down, Brunson just using his savvy, using his smarts, his IQ.
Towns up top, gets it to Anunoby. OG on the bounce. Works right into the corner to Hart. Finds a cutting Bridges who lays it up and in. Grady got beat on the flash cut. 7-6 Raptors with the lead, and now Towns fouls quickly, coming down the pocket, far side right wing in front of the Knicks bench.
That's where Quickly can really put Towns in some foul trouble, right? If he gets that basketball, especially in transition, and quickly gets himself going, they're trying to stop him a bit higher, right? Karl Anthony Towns coming up high to try and deter him or try and slow him down. Well, if he's going to be out there, it's going to be late.
Barrett up top, steps back for 3. No good. Long rebound. Barnes runs it down. Tries to bat it off Brunson, but Brunson retrieves the loose orange. Bridges, 1 foot fall away, no good. Rebound to Pirtle. Here comes Toronto with a 7-6 lead at the 8-10 mark, first quarter. Grady, kick out to Pirtle. Dribble handoff to Quickly. Weaves to the far elbow, right side. Shot clock down to 10. Grady out top against Brunson. Drives into the lane, floats it up, no good. All kinds of contact. Grady threw his head back, didn't get the call. Brunson 3 up top, no good. Rebound knocked away. Quickly has the loose pumpkin. Grady, 3 ball, far side on the break, no good, but Pirtle scoops up the loose change and lays it in. 9-6 Toronto, 7:30 first quarter.
Rebounding position on the inside and prepared for it as Grady gets a transition 3, and Pirtle scooping up that loose change and getting 2.
Towns drives near side right wing, jams it down. Raptor lead cut to 1, 9-8. Barrett corner 3, good in the bottom of the well for RJ.
He had a bit to say to the New York bench there.
Guys, you didn't know I had that, or maybe
a little banter. You didn't trust me before.
Yeah,
I got those.
I had that. You guys didn't know I had it. You didn't want me to have it. Bridges in the lane, kicks to Hart, corner 3, good. Knicks respond with a triple of their own, 12-11. Toronto by 1, 6:56 to go. First quarter, timeout, Toronto.
Josh Hart, you got to find him right. Guy that's been shooting the lights out this season, shooting the lines out of off the basketball, 37% from 3, knocking down his first one.
12-11 Toronto, 6:56 first quarter. You listen to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55-inch flat-screen TV and yells at it even though she knows no one on the TV can hear a word she's saying. Is it effective? There's no evidence. Do we support her? Yeah. Screaming at the TV for all 4 quarters. That's how Mary fans. And we're fans of Mary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
Your game has never looked better. Metro Golf Sportsplex is the first in North America to offer the new TrackMan Virtual Golf 3 Simulator. The evolution of TrackMan's industry-leading graphics engine, Virtual Golf 3 has replicated the world's most iconic courses to a T. More than unbelievable graphics, Virtual Golf 3 has 3D audio technology for a fully immersive experience. Play TrackMan's new Virtual Golf 3 at Metro Golf Sportsplex. On Milner, just a short drive and 9-iron from McCowan and the 401.
Visits to Ontario food banks are at an all-time high. This dime represents one visit. And this is how many visits there are every day. Help Feed Ontario at feedontariotogether.ca. For the big change your pocket change can make.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Raptors leading the Knicks. 12-11, 6:56 to go first quarter. Darko with the quick timeout. I think I'd have let him play. It looked like my guys were in a nice flow there.
Nice little groove. Got a nice little lather going, and RJ off to a great start so far. 7 points for him, 1 assist.
Javon, let me ask you something. I know the coach I played for had a different philosophy. Did Coach Beeline stop practice a lot?
Coach Beeline was a believer in playing.
Yeah, I played for a guy like that too. Let's get up and down.
Yeah, let's get up and down. And a lot of them, I've been fortunate. A lot of coaches that I've played for, and again, I was in the era where we're transitioning from the old school half court, drill sergeants who
push it a little, more freedom,
give players autonomy, and even in my professional career, national team and overseas as well, I've really been fortunate to have.
Rules are different in FIBA though too, right? Sometimes a coach, you can't get that timeout. You got to depend on your players. Raptors lead it 12-11. They bring it front court right to left in the purple and black uniforms. Shed in for Quickly. Abaji in for Barnes.
Leo was a coach. He let us play.
Grady. Jumper no good from straight away at the nail. The Knicks back up court to Anunoby. OG kicks it back to Brunson. Drives into the lane. Floats it up. And they got the foul called.
He's a pit bull.
Yeah, not a lot of contact there considering what the contact was on Grady from Brunson at the other end.
And you know the difference here too, that Brunson is initiating all of that contact. That's something that I would also say, Jonesy, that probably let the guys play through there, right? Because he's initiating this. I don't see, I didn't see a swipe down at the basketball or anything of that nature. He gets himself to the free throw line. I think the young guys these days would call that a free throw merchant.
Yeah. Brunson first free throw good, ties the game at 12. Villanova Wildcat. Second free throw in the air from Brunson. Dips, fires, no good. Rims out, rebound to Barrett. Raptors front court, game tied at 12. Jamal Shed let the hair out, got the throw going tonight. RJ drives, lay it up, no good. Pirtle can't get the tip. Here comes Brunson. Knicks in the white, moving left to right. Brunson drives on Abaji, stops, and the quick shot with the right hand off the jump stop lays it in.
That's a smart attack there because Pirtle's walling up, taking away the left hand, and just a change of speed, getting to the right.
Bruce Brown up top in the lane to Shed. Kicks it into the corner to Abaji, who was sliding down the pocket, but the pass was more to the break, to the corner where the pocket turns, and the Raptors throw it away. Bridges back. Backs in on Shed. Shed with good defense knocks it away, but the Knicks recover the loose ball. Hart gets it to Towns above the arc, far side, left wing. Holding on Pirtle. Kicks it up top. Hart drives, gets to the basket and lays it in. RJ with a reach and a swipe, just missed it.
Yeah, just the shoulder fake got RJ up in the air, and the last two baskets have just been straight line drives to the rim.
5 straight for New York. They lead it 16-12. Pirtle in the lane to Bruce Brown. Drives into the lane. Brown's floater up and in. 16-14. Raptors cut it to 2. 5:04 to go, first quarter. Bridges up top, guarded by Shed. On the bounce now, gets a switch on Pirtle. Pull up 17-footer, no good. Pirtle up for a high rebound.
Big time rebound and disruptive on Mikal Bridges' shot. Good contest.
Brown drives, floats it up, no good. Rebound Hart. 4:40 first quarter, 16-14 Knicks. Bridges into the lane. His shot blocked by Brown, but it goes to Brunson. Holding. Shot clock at 10. Cross court. The Raptors leave Bridges alone. He misses the 3. Saves it to Towns, and it's knocked away by Bruce Brown. Former Raptor Precious Achiuwa into the ball game. 4:27 first quarter. Knicks 16, Raptors 14. We are keeping an eye on the big matchup in Cleveland, where the Thunder lead the Cavs by 2. 5-second count. Brunson couldn't get it in. Derek Collins with the emphatic signal, no sir, that's 5, we're going this way. Toronto ball. 4:20 first quarter. Pirtle up top, toes on the arc, now pivots to face to cup. Dribble handoff of Abaji, far side, right wing. Ochai down to the baseline. Kicks it up top to Barnes. Against Anunoby, shot clock at 8. Scotty, hezzy dribble into the lane. Turnaround, fall away off the dream shake, no good. Rebound to Brunson. We tick inside 4 minutes, first quarter. Knicks with a 16-14 lead. Brunson down to the baseline, far side, left wing. Step back, 14-footer is good.
Patience, that's really good patience. I thought Abaji did a tremendous job moving his feet, bodying up, and then Brunson just slows it down, gets to the post up.
18-14. New York with the lead. Shed up top, on the dribble, into the lane, gets to the hoop, floats it up. They say no. Referee Nate Green gonna say Pirtle was a moving screen, like he was blocking for Derrick Henry. And they're going to wipe out Shed's deuce. Olynyk will check in to replace Pirtle. 18-14 New York, 3:34 first quarter. Here come the Knicks in the white from left to right. Brunson, far side left wing. Just crossing past the logo. Between the rings now, Brunson gets it to Achiuwa, down the lane, lays it up and in on the screen roll. Precious makes it 20-14 New York. Barnes into the far corner. Abaji shot fake, drive, takes it at Achiuwa and floats it up and in. A strong move by Ochai, puts his chest on Precious and says, take that with you.
Big time attack, right? And Abaji has that ability, right? Sometimes he doesn't showcase his athleticism as much, but on that play he did, and coming up with the deflection and the steal here.
Raptors get the turnover. Barnes kicks it out to Shed, went through his hands. Bridges on the run out, dunks it down. Live ball turnover. New York makes it 22-16. Raptors on the alley-oop. Shed gets it to Abaji, who lays it in. 22-18. Raptors cut the lead to 4. Abaji off the bench with 4. 2:20 first quarter. Anunoby corner 3, good. 25-18, Knicks by 7. Shed into the lane. Floats it up, no good, but he's fouled. Thibodeau doesn't like it, but got news for you, Coach Tibbs. They ain't changing their mind now. Shed will have free throws when we come back. 2:09 first quarter. New York 25, Toronto 18. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and it may sound too good to be true. With a 2-liter 4-cylinder backed by 2 electric motors, giving a combined 200 horsepower, it's our most powerful and fuel-efficient Civic ever. Plus, with an estimated range of over 800 kilometers and available features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Huh, maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 2025 Civic Hybrid. Visit your Ontario Honda dealer and test drive yours today.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Sam had aspirations of opening a clothing boutique. She called Alpine Credits and was sent a speedy superhero to help with a business loan. Super speed doesn't translate to radio, but when our hero runs, she sounds like this. If you ran at the speed of light, you'd sound funny too. Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows in your car. Available on Apple CarPlay via the iHeartRadio app. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Paul Jones, Javon Shepard. Behind the glass, Malcolm Daly, producer Owen Hall. You'll hear from Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewenberg at halftime. Raptors at the world's most famous arena, Manhattan, 33rd and 7th. Well, 33rd, 34th, between 7th and 8th, but that's the block, folks.
It was always pretty strange to play at Madison Square Garden. It's dark. It's like you walk in and it's
okay. I need to ask you.
We go through that big elevator. When it locks, you just hear the chains go.
Yeah. You get the freight elevator. See,
yeah.
I didn't trust that.
Yeah.
I took the stairs. I took the ramp. You got to walk the ramp. Did you ever walk the ramp?
Actually, our bus drove in.
Yeah.
Drove in and then pretty much just walked up.
I walked the ramp. I don't trust that freight elevator, man. Them chains come down. Looks like something out of a mafia movie, man. I don't know if I'm getting out.
But then when you get on the court, and then you start dribbling, you're hearing the ball echo, it shoot around, and you're like, whoa, this is MSG. Like, I've made it. I've officially made it, Jonesy.
2000, the Knicks played the Raptors. Toronto wins. I do the courtside interview postgame for TSN with Vince Carter. The interview's over, and the director goes in my ear, clear. And they said, Jonesy, you're clear. You can leave the court. I said, no. A guy who grew up in New York, you want me to walk off the court at Matt? No. You're going to have to get me off with a crane. Shed was fouled before the timeout. Comes out, knocks down a free throw. Raptors cut the lead to 25-19. Landry Shamet. Jamal Shed all over him. Shamet steps around him and floats it up and in.
There's nothing you can do there.
No.
Right? That's really good defense, solid defense, active. You can see the force on the defensive side. Shamet picks up his dribble and just uses his size there, right? Just shooting over Jamal Shed.
Olynyk up top, gets it to Barnes. Scotty drives into the lane. Kicks it out to Brown. Back to Scotty, top of the key. Shot clock at 4, gotta go. Raises up on Bridges, the jumper no good. Rebound knocked away. Here comes Brunson. Knicks with an 8-point lead, 27-19, minute 12 to go, first quarter. Anunoby, shot fake, drive into the lane. Raptors tie him up, and they got the foul call.
That's another one, and we've seen a lot of that with OG in Toronto. As good as he is on the defensive side, sometimes offensively, he just drives into traffic. Right, on this play, fortunately for him, he draws a foul. I'm not certain I agree with it. But
I didn't think there was a foul either.
There really wasn't anywhere to go, right? You have the defense on your hip, and you're diving head first into KO. Not sure where you drew the foul, but...
And there I go again. Let me get my soapbox out. Raptors last in the NBA. They commit more fouls than anybody else. But as I always say, the fouls and the number, which you can't dispute or refute, is based on a judgment as the antecedent. The judgment comes before. Well, I'm questioning the judgment, not the fact that they fouled the most. I'm questioning the call. That being said, OG knocks down 2. And the Knicks have a 9-point lead, biggest of the game, 28-19. Quickly back for the Raptors, under a minute, first quarter. Quickly into the lane to Bruce Brown, floats it up and in. Wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Raptors cut it to 7, 28-21. Cameron Payne up top, gets it to Anunoby. Olynyk knocks it away. Raptors get the steal. Quickly back. Gets it to Brown. Bruce Brown into the lane. Now dribbles it out. Finds Barnes. Scotty backs in. Finds Olynyk. Shot fake. Leans into Anunoby. Throws it up and in. Scored and a foul. Kelly with that old man YMCA move. Gonna get the and one.
Top fake. Gets OG up in the air, and then from there just dips that shoulder as he's taking his shot. But a good job again by Scotty Barnes. He's on that left block. Kelly's flashing right below the free throw line, zips that ball to him, and Kelly knowing, okay, I'm not the fastest, I'm not the quickest, but you know what I'll do? I'll get you off the floor because I know you want to top block, I know you want to play athletic, get you off the floor, and I'm going to use some savvy to it.
28-24, Olynyk's old-time three-point play cuts the Raptor deficit to 4. 20 seconds, first quarter. Shamet near side, right wing above the arc. Gets it to Achua straight away. Olynyk reaching for it. Achua on the drive into the lane. Leans into Olynyk, floats it up, no good. The tip, no good. Olynyk with the rebound. 4 seconds to go. The Raptors hustle in front court. Olynyk all the way to the hoop, floats it up, did not get it off. But the Raptors hold tight at the end of the quarter and cut the lead to 4 after the first lap, Javon.
This was a solid first quarter for the Raptors. They're only down 4, but the intensity on the defensive side, the focus on the defensive side, and I think outside of 3 straight line drives to the basket and a live ball turnover where Mikal Bridges got to run out to a dunk, the Raptors have played really well this first quarter.
1 quarter in the books, 28-24 New York. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and it may sound too good to be true. With a 2-liter 4-cylinder backed by 2 electric motors, giving a combined 200 horsepower, it's our most powerful and fuel-efficient Civic ever. Plus, with an estimated range of over 800 kilometers and available features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Huh, maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 20...
What's up, Raptors fans? Thank you so much for hanging out with us today during this Toronto Raptors matchup. We really appreciate you being here. Please take a minute to hit that like button down below. Give us that thumbs up so that we can bring more basketball fans here into the chat to hang out with us and keep making a difference in our community. Now, the Raptors are doing a little bit better lately. The tank might be off. So if that's the case, we're going to need you guys to hit that like button and hit that share button as well, so we can get more fans in here to cheer on our Raptors to make a playoff run. Let's go, Raptors. We'll see you back in the chat.
All the freshly cut diamonds. Visibly better diamonds. Obviously better prices.
Spence. Wow! Located in Vaughan, Scarborough, and Mississauga.
Looking for some fun this winter? Visit the Skate Lending Library for free skate rentals, helmets, and skating aids. Proudly presented by Desjardins Financial Group. For participating locations, go to toronto.ca/skatelending.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and Yo Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
(28-24), New York leads Toronto by 4 after the first quarter. First quarter was brought to you by Tangerine, official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. We start the second lap of the track with the Raptors down 4. Barnes quickly, Abaji, Brown, and Olynyk on the floor for the Raptors. The Knicks will counter with Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, Precious Achiuwa, Landry Shamet, and Cameron Payne. Knicks in the white, moving right to left. Towns up top, drives into the lane, bounces off a couple of Raptors. And some of the Raptors holding their hands bent at their arms, bent at the elbow, palms skyward, their hands out like, where's the foul? So Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line for a couple of free throws. 4 points, nary a rebound from a guy who's been rebounding well this year.
And, you know,
and an assist.
A lot of people question when New York made the move for him, right? Or is it going to be the right move? He's had this MO of being soft. Well, he's come over to New York, and it really looks like New York has won the trade. And for Karl Anthony Towns, he's having career highs in rebound, field goal percentage, three-point percentage, leading the NBA in rebounds and defensive rebounds. So, 10th in three-point percentage. I think with the pairing of Tibbs and Karl Towns, it's bringing out something more. It's bringing out more maturity. It's bringing out some more discipline in Cal.
They have been together before. And so this is nothing new for them. Raptors down 30-24 after the free throws. Knicks come back after the steal and knock down a long triple. Cat gives the Knicks a 9-point lead, big as it's been all night. Quickly in the lane, floats it up, no good. But hit from behind by Josh Hart. Hart doesn't like it.
And that's what happens, right? Quickly's got to use his speed. As soon as he gets that advantage on Josh Hart, what he does there is keep him on the backside. Josh Hart he's going to play hard. He's going to play tough. That rear view contest is where, you know, Quickly picks up that foul. But it's also just not allowing the defense to control where you're going. He misses the first and two at the strike. Right, using your strength, using your quickness. Yeah, you're not going to out-muscle Josh Hart. But playing off the catch, playing off the bounce, and using that speed, now you create that advantage on and get defense on your backside.
Quickly on the line, misses the first free throw. Wearing the orange shoes with the purple and black uniform. Second free throw goes down for IQ. Raptors cut the lead, 33-25. Got to dig in on D, with the Knicks shooting 65% from the field. Raptors get the steal there. Quickly on the run, drives, floats it up. The foul on Shamet. The block by Achiuwa, and the Raptors want the goaltend and the discontinued and one.
Both teams having a tough time taking care of the basketball right now. Toronto's coughed it up 6 times and led to 11 turnovers, and that was New York's 5th turnover, and IQ getting out in transition.
So they're going to say it was a clean block by Achiuwa. Quickly knocks down the first free throw. That's good on Precious to keep playing, or else, you know, that could be an and one. That was like my deal. If I fouled a guy and they called a foul and he kept playing, I fouled him again. I could only get one foul, and I wasn't giving him an and one. It's like I said, it's like getting the parking ticket. When you have the ticket, leave it on the windshield. Go there. Go do your business.
What's the worst that can happen now?
I got my ticket already.
I got a ticket already. I might as well stay.
I had a buddy in my class that would take an old ticket, go park somewhere, and put it on the dashboard.
You're letting out my secrets now. You're letting them out the bag.
Payne, kick out, Shamet, sidestep three, far side, no good. Rebound, Barnes. Outlet Quickly, Raptors down 6. Quickly pull up three, got it, rattle it in the bottom of the well. IQ cuts the lead to 33-30.
Yeah, he's opened up his court with a little pep in his step, right? Playing with a different pace. And you see, when he's going and he's engaged, he's good.
Shamet three, blocked by Emmanuel Quickly. Comes flying over on the baseline.
Talking about engaged, right? He was on the left block, and he was pointing to Coach Walter to get out to the shooter. Kobe didn't see him, and IQ went from that left block, covered all that real estate, got out to Shamet to block the shot. Heck of a defensive play there. Heck of an effort.
That's effort. 33-30. Raptors down 3. Payne up top, guarded by Walter. Knicks in the white, moving left to right. Payne into the corner. Anunoby Step back jumper, no good as the shot clock expired. Towns gets the rebound.
That's going to be the offense here.
And they're going to call offensive foul.
He had already displaced Scotty Barnes, got the rebound, was looking to get the shot, and used that left forearm to push Scotty in his back. Easy call for the officials there.
He was also standing out of bounds. Raptors were getting that ball either way. And a chance to tie it with a 3 now. Quickly sits down. Shed comes in. Got to be the minutes restriction because IQ was cooking.
Rolling. He's rolling. He's rolling.
I would have said, keep going, young man. 10-12, first half. Barnes, pull-up jumper at the nail. Got it 16 feet straight away. Raptors cut the lead to 1, 33-32. It's an 8-0 Raptor run.
Nice clean shot. I like that Scotty Barnes is featuring the mid-range a bit more, getting comfortable in those spots, the post-ups, the ones in the pull-ups.
Anunoby kicks it out. Shamet to Hart, guarded by Jacoby Walter between the arc and the hash mark, far side, left wing. Dribbles to the top of the lane. His jumper is knocked down. 35-32 New York, 9:35 second quarter. Second quarter brought to you by Alpine Credits. You own your home and need a loan? Alpine Credits can help. Get approved at alpinecredits.ca. Shed, 3-ball near corner left side, no good. Here come the Knicks. Shamet to Hart, now to Towns, straight away at the nail. Bruce Brown squares him up. Towns drives, floats it up and in.
That's just a heck of an offensive player, right? You have him on the perimeter, he attacks. Kobe Walter is shrinking the floor, and he just makes a tough play between two defenders.
Pirtle has it knocked away by Towns. On the run, Towns floats it up and in. Wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Crashed hard into the stanchion. Raptors return. Jacoby Walter, 3, no good. Pirtle there with the rebound. Can't put it up and in, and then can't save it, Jakob. It goes out of bounds off Toronto. New York ball. 6 straight for the Knicks after the Raptors had cut it to 1. 39-32 New York, 8:40 to go, first half. New York ball, front court. Hart to Towns between the rings, back to Hart. Drives, lays it up and in. Straight line drive, got past Pirtle. And after the Raptors had cut it to 1 at 33-32, it's 8 straight for the Knicks to restore their biggest lead of the game at 9.
You got to value possessions, especially in a close game. They're even so much more important, right? On that possession there, Karl-Anthony Towns actually points to Josh Hart and says, you got it, right? He enters the pass to him, and Karl-Anthony Towns gives it right back for the running start. And he just blows by Pirtle, right? But that's by design. Great job, great recognition by New York, identifying where they want to attack, and that was Pirtle there. Carl, the last couple baskets, said, okay, I'm going to be selfish. I'm giving this one up. You got it.
Let's take a break. 8:28 first half, 41-32 Knicks. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Right in it. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, you, the one that's hanging out with us listening to the Raptors game. Yeah, and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet. What the heck are you waiting for? Come on, hit that subscribe button so you can help us get that plaque. We're going after that 100,000 subscriber plaque, and only you can help us get there. So thank you for hitting that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single Toronto Raptors game of the season. If it's a Toronto sports team playing, we're live right here on TSI. Toronto FC games hopefully coming soon next season. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button, and let's go Raptors.
We are summer. Are you ready?
We are summer.
The Toronto Boot Show.
Visit TorontoBoatShow.com.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050 everywhere you want it.
41-32 Knicks, 8:28 to go first half. Halftime will feature Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewenberg. Paul Jones, Javon Shepard here. Malcolm Daly and producer Owen Hall behind the glass. The Raptors trailed the Knicks by 9. They had cut it to 1 at 33-32, and then the Knicks restore their biggest bulge of the ball game with an 8-0 run to make it 41-32.
Yeah, credit a lot of that to Karl Anthony Towns. He had 9 points in this second quarter. Smaller defender on him, he's getting to the ref, right? Had Pirtle on him, knocked down a shot from the three-point line, and also forcing turnovers, getting a live ball turnover, getting in transition to get an easy basket from himself.
Hart fouls Barrett, who took the dribble handoff from Pirtle. 8:18 first half, Raptors down 9. Barnes, Barrett, Pirtle, Shed, and Walter on the floor for the purple-shirted Raptors coming right to left. Pirtle down the lane with the jam. Shed with a nice feed to Jakob, who was hanging out at the three-point line, kind of jogging toward the basket. Look what I found.
Karl didn't get back on defense, and the Raptors had a 5-on-4 advantage, and Pirtle just creeps into the paint for the dunk.
Anunoby down low on Barrett. Inside, knocked out of bounds, and the Raptor bench vehemently disproving the call, not approving of the call that is New York ball. They thought RJ knocked it off OG, but they're going to say New York basketball. Landry Shamet checks out. Got an equipment problem. Got the shoe off.
A tire.
Call roadside. Anunoby corner 3, good. OG on the inbound, knocks it out. Knicks by 10, biggest lead of the game at 44-34. Pirtle up top. Gets it to Barrett. Against Hart, straight away. Drives right, far side. Into the lane. RJ floats it up, no good, but sticks the rebound back up and in.
Relentless. They're trying to force it to the right hand. He gets there, first shot up, and he's the first to it for the putback.
Towns gets a step down the lane, and RJ says, no, we will have no posters, big-time dunks, exciting the crowd. No, you go to the line and take your two as RJ grabbed it.
You got to earn it. And RJ's smart. He also fell asleep on that play. Right, he was matched up with Karl in transition there, and we've seen it a couple of times today that Karl's caught the basketball at the top of the key, and they just had that straight line drive to the rim. Right, got a wall up on him, similar to, the idea of Giannis. Right, when you have a guy that's this size, this big, this forceful, you can't allow them to get a running start to the rim, or it's night-night. 7 foot 248 is tough to stop. Karl knocks down the first of 2 for his 14th point. 10 points in the second quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, kind of quiet in the first quarter, but he's
turned it on.
Yeah, he's making some noise right now. Knicks by 9, 7-17. First half. Towns knocks down 2. 14 points, a rebound, and a couple of assists. 7-10 first half. And now the Knicks disrupt the Raptor offense as they're going to call a kickball on Cat. Raptors will inbound far side right wing. Quickly gets it into Pirtle. Above the arc, dribble handoff to Barrett. RJ on OG, gets into the lane, kicks it out to Abaji. Ochai drives to Pirtle. The floater got it short corner, near side left wing. Raptors cut it to 8, 46-38. Clock running, 6:52. First half. Brunson on the bounce against Abaji to Towns. Back to Brunson. Turns the corner, pull-up jumper short. Rebound Pirtle. Outlet quickly. On the run, try to get it to Jacoby Walter, and the Raptors turn it over. 7th, make it 8th turnover of the night for Toronto. Crowd showing us a picture of
the legend,
the big man. As John Condon used to say, Patrick Ewing. One of the great Knicks. Bridges in the corner. Drive. Fall away jumper, no good. Rebound Hart. Back to Bridges. Pass to Cat. Dangerous. Knocked away. Here comes Toronto. Barrett into the corner. The pass deflected away, so Abaji couldn't squeeze it. It goes out of bounds, but it will stay with Toronto. 6:08 first half. Jacoby Walter out, Grady Dick in. And the Raptors inbound, baseline left near side. Grady into the corner to RJ, 3 in the air, short, rebound Towns. Front court, they go down low to Anunoby, who jams it down. Had Grady on a mismatch, drop step, spun on the baseline and dunked it down. Barrett back, lays it up, no good. Towns got a piece on the block. Here comes Brunson. Shakes into the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound Grady. Here comes Quickly. Abaji getting up slow and holding on to his right rib cage. He's still out of the play. And now the Raptors going to call a timeout to tend to Ochai. Walking cautiously, delicately toward the bench area. RJ with an arm around him, and Darko comes out to greet him too, as does head athletic trainer Rayhan Malik.
Yes, Josh Hart went for that loose ball. Both of them collided. Looks like Josh's right thigh got him in the midsection and the rib area. And hopefully this is one of those ones where it just knocked the wind out of him. Seemed to have got up and walked off the floor, which is always a good sign.
Let's take a break. Knicks lead the Raptors 48-38, 5:30 to go first half. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
People sometimes ask, sure, you can consolidate people's debts using telekinesis, but what else can you do? As if changing lives isn't enough. Well, I can also use my power to make it rain hot dogs. It's still not as cool as consolidating debts into one easy payment, though.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
Introducing Bryan Adams Radio on iHeartRadio.
Got my first real six string.
Hosted by Bryan Adams himself.
Join me for an insider look on a wild ride through 40 years of global rock and roll.
Bryan Adams Radio. Now available on the free iHeartRadio app. Or ask your smart speaker to play Bryan Adams Radio on iHeartRadio.
Who's ready to rock?
Go, kids wanna rock.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here, and it may sound too good to be true. With a 2-liter 4-cylinder backed by 2 electric motors, giving a combined 200 horsepower, it's our most powerful and fuel-efficient Civic ever. Plus, with an estimated range of over 800 kilometers and available features like a Bose premium sound system, your crew will love it too. Huh, maybe it should be called the Civic 2.0. Redefine your drive with the 2025 Civic Hybrid. Visit your Ontario Honda dealer and test drive yours today.
First up with Korolnik and Koliakovo. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on TSN 1050.
You ain't first, you're last.
48-38, Knicks leading the Raptors by 10. 5.5 to go second quarter. Raptors kind of trying to hold on to the rope, Javon.
Yeah, I think, you can see in for a good portion of the game, they're doing a good job of keeping, New York in front of them. But it's those possessions that are 1 and 2 possessions where they don't get no offensive production, and New York gets out and Cat makes a big play, or they get into the paint and get an easy basket, and that's led to this 10-point lead, right? And I've talked about it a number of times where don't really understand the value of possession until 2 or 3 of them have gone by,
and you're empty.
You're empty. 6-point swing, right? And that's been the big difference in this quarter and a half.
Barnes, step back, broken circle jumper, got it. Big boy to OG on that one.
And OG's a big boy, so
yeah.
That's a bigger big boy.
48-40, Raptors cut it to 8. Grady, quickly. Pirtle, Barnes, and Barrett on the floor for Toronto. In the purple, coming front court, right to left. Quickly up top. Gets it to Barnes, near elbow. On Hart, backs in. Big boy time again. Fall away jumper, short this time. Rebound to Hart. Front court. Anunoby drives on Pirtle in the lane, loses the ball, rescues it to Bridges. Now to Towns. On Pirtle. Shot clock at 3. Hart to Anunoby. Short jumper, got it near side, 10 feet short corner. And New York increases the lead. 50-40 with 4:10 to go, first half. Quickly on the drive, has a shot blocked by Towns, but they're going to call the foul. Quickly into double figures for Toronto with 11, as the Raptors cut it to 50-42.
And that's something that New York is having a tough time with, is staying in front of quickly. Right? When he has that basketball on the string and he's blowing by defenders, keep in mind these are good defenders that are matched up with him. Mikal Bridges, he gets to the rim, he's so quick at extending and finishing. There's not much you can do with him.
Tip says not so fast. I want you all to look at that one.
I thought he actually put it on the glass before.
Ed Malloy, you could hear him saying they're going to challenge. Yeah, if it hits the glass,
it's a goaltending. Yeah,
unless it's going up.
I thought he got it on the glass.
And that maybe in biddy ball, but not here. When you hit the glass, it's not going up. Oh,
wow!
Cat might have got it a split second before it got to the fiberglass.
He might have put it there.
So they're going to review it, and I'm not so sure now. .406 to go, first half. All right, the referees chatting. Ed Malloy, the crew chief, talking to Derek Collins and Nate Green. And he will give us the verdict right here.
After replay review, there is clear and conclusive video evidence that the defender made a legal block on the basketball. Therefore, it's a successful challenge. It'll be New York basketball.
I guess imminent possession was with New York, as Jason Hart had the loose ball. So take the 2 off the board, reduce Quickly's total from 11 back down to 9, and give the Knicks the pumpkin coming front court. So the Knicks will keep their timeout. They get it back, they'll keep it, and they'll keep their challenge. 10-point New York lead, 3:55, first half. Bridges to Anunoby. OG. Now to Towns, above the arc, back to OG. On the elbow, far side. Backs in on Barrett, loses the handle. Knocked out of bounds to Toronto. You called it, Javon. We saw it a lot here when OG...
He's just not fluid offensively.
No, when he plays with the food too much, some of it ends up on the ground.
Yeah. And good job by RJ, right? Standing him up on the wide pin down off the dribble, then he gets to the post up, and again, standing him up. Just a little bit too much dribble for OG.
Barnes, pull up, 12-footer, got it, far side, just off the lane.
And I keep telling you, I really like when Scotty Barnes gets to his mid-range and just elevates over the defense.
He's 6'10" with a high release. I mean, that's tough to block.
Yeah, he can really feature that a bit more.
Brunson to Hart, 3-ball far side, no good. Rebound Pirtle. Outlet Barnes, 50-42 New York. We tick towards 3 minutes, first half. Barrett drives into the lane, lays it up and in. RJ into double figures with 11.
And you know what happened there? They're closing out on the high side being the left hand, and RJ has that straight line drive to the basket. Smart play, knowing that New York wants to take away his left hand. These guys have been in practice with him.
Bridges, near side. Backs in, double comes. Throws it to Hart, swing it to Anunoby. OG, now to Towns. Shot clock violation. The Knicks do not get it off, and the Raptors defense holds.
Double team, rotation, crisp, match back up. And New York just lost sight of the shot clock. But tip your hat to the defense of Toronto. The scramble was there, the focus was there, and intentional.
2.5 second quarter. Raptors down 50-44, and they've got an offensive foul on Grady Dick.
Yeah, and Grady trying to make the contact there. You can see as the ball handler is coming off, he's trying to find the defense and leans in with that left shoulder. Easy call for the officials.
Hart, front court. 2:20 first half. Knicks by 6, 50-44. Brunson on the dribble into the lane, kicks to the corner. Hart, swing. Bridges three straight away, no good. A little bit of a sell job by Scotty. Put them together, you got a foul on Towns.
It was a similar play. He picked up an offensive foul as well earlier off of an offensive rebound. This one, both of them are tied up. And
that's a good box out. Yeah,
good box out. And Cat with the extension. As soon as those arms extend, you're going to get called for the foul. I don't think there's much to complain about there. I think for him, both of us are just tangled up and we're playing hard. Well, he picks up his third foul. And a smart play, the right play, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah.
You know, putting his body on the line.
We don't see box outs anymore. And when the referees
Pat's not used to them.
when the referees see it, sometimes they call it a foul. 2 minutes, first half. Raptors down 50-44 in the front court. Barnes between the rings. Gets a screen from Quickly. Kicks it back to IQ. Drives into the lane. Stop. Turnaround jumper. Got it. 11 for Quickly. Raptors cut the lead to 50-46. Hart up top. Pass to Anunoby. Far side. Left wing in front of the Raptor bench. Back to Hart. Gets it to Brunson on Quickly. Drives. Brunson into the lane, loses the handle. Hart picks it up. New York never left the lane, but Scotty says, don't bring that low lunchtime 5th Street YMCA in here. Blocks it out of bounds.
Scotty playing some big-time basketball. You look at the box score, yeah, only 6 points, 2 rebounds, but he's done a lot in this game, like his impact. When Cat's been on the floor, he's been the primary defender. Cat's off of the floor, he's matched up against Josh Hart, so he can help a bit more and pick up blocks like he just did.
Raptors come back. Barrett with a 6-foot jumper in the lane. Raptors cut the lead to 50-48 until the 3-ball goes down for OG Anunoby. 53-48 New York. Under a minute, first half. Quickly on the dribble. Gets it to Pirtle, kicks to Barnes. Corner 3 in the air is wet in the bottom of the well. 53-51 Raptors catching a little life here to finish the quarter.
Pocket pass, a big cross court to the corner to Scotty. Long way to recover, and Scotty just knocking it down.
Brunson drives, lays it in, far side, left wing.
A little pace in the last minute of this game.
55-51 New York, 25 seconds. First half, Raptors have to give it up. Shot clock, game clock, about 9 seconds apart. Quickly on the dribble. Works to the middle. Gets it to Barnes. Scotty, jab, 3 in the air, short. Long rebound, Pirtle gets it. And they're going to call a foul on Pirtle. Did not see that. Really a kind of a soft call. Bruce Brown checks in. And Darko wants to review that.
Timeout Toronto. Toronto's challenging the last play.
So a challenge, if successful, would give the Raptors the ball down 4 with 6 seconds. So the Raptors challenging. Well, they got Pirtle with that kind of a push in the back by Towns.
That's a tough one, though, because Precious actually goes airborne, and I think the impact of that right hand of Pirtle on his hip
more pronounced because he's airborne.
Yeah, airborne.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to overturn it. Unless it's irrefutable. A lot of times the referees go to the bench looking to justify their call rather than to review it. Here we go.
Replay review confirmed that Podol pushed the New York Knicks player in the back, therefore committing a loose ball foul. Therefore, it's an unsuccessful challenge. It'll be New York ball side out of bounds.
Yeah, I didn't think they would give him that one, Javon.
I also think it was questionable. I may not have opted to challenge that because both teams have had pretty good flow in this game. And do I want the possession for a 6-point? Do I want to risk losing my challenge for a shot with 6.3 seconds left?
That's not going to give us the lead anyway.
Yeah.
Right? It's
a 6.3-second shot is going to be rushed.
Brunson takes it for New York, drives into the lane, into the corner, Bridges 3, no good at the buzzer. As Davion Mitchell was in for the last 6.3 seconds to guard Brunson and made him work. So recess time in New York. The Knicks and the Raptors at Madison Square Garden, 55-51 New York. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, Josh Lewenberg up next. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
You there, have you tried Subway's new Snackwich bundles?
Whoa, you're a bundle of energy.
But they're just $5.
Okay, chill.
There will be no chill. Get a toasty turkey ranch Snackwich with crispy potato rings. It's a bundle of a deal.
Oh, sounds tasty.
Or a hearty soup with a honey mustard ham Snackwich on ciabatta. It tastes like a bundle of joy.
Yes, I get it.
It's delicious and $5 at Subway.
Okay, bundle me in.
Price and participation may vary. Extras, taxes, and delivery additional. Expires February 16th, 2025.
Are you going to say it?
Yes way.
TSN and TSN Plus take you courtside, showcasing the NBA's biggest stars.
Bang! Steph Curry! Oh, blocked by James!
From opening tip through the NBA Finals.
Anything's possible.
The NBA lives on TSN and TSN Plus.
Ah, the joys of winter. Need snow tires. The kids and I love this time of year. And snowboards. It's invigorating. An insulated tent. My wife, she prefers other things. Craft stores. But she comes along anyway. New winter wardrobe. She organizes everything. Ski trips, vacation trips, and shopping trips. Always some great thing she heard on the radio. Spending again. Be where anyone who needs you can meet you. Be on the radio. Your customers are already here.
When you join Fit for Less, things start to change. The living room couch gets lonely. Your TV wonders where you went. Salad suddenly seems like a great idea. And mirrors check you out. Getting started is easy. Start small, start somewhere. Join for $7.99 every 2 weeks at fitforless.ca and experience fitness simplified. Some conditions apply. Fit for Less. Everybody happy.
And we're back.
I've got to say, what a thrill.
Couldn't agree more, Jeff. My blood is pumping.
Canadian Blood Services needs 450 new donors every day to keep Canada's lifeline strong.
And in the final quarter of the day, we have 55 left to... What's that?
Is that a new donor?
It's a new donor.
We're at 396. Only 54 left to go.
This is the 450 challenge. Let's get Canada's blood pumping.
Book an appointment today at blood.ca/450.
Walmart is the #1 place to save on groceries. And right now, you can save $2.13 on a pint of fresh blueberries. On for only $2.84 each. That's 42% in savings. Walmart. Save money. Live better.
Tangerine Raptors basketball is on TSN 1050. The Raptors live here.
Quickly on the dribble. Gets it to Pirtle, kicks to Barnes. Corner three in the air is wet in the bottom of the well. 53-51 Raptors catching a little life here to finish the quarter.
And it is 55-51 for the Knicks over the Raptors at the half. Welcome to Raptors at the half. Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050. Jim Taddy, Warren Ward, and Josh Lewinberg with you. And Warren, it's a close game, so obviously the Raptors defensively are a lot more sound than they were in their last game.
Absolutely, Tat, man. They are, and I thought they did a really good job guarding even the 3-point line. And we'll start there. I know that's something the Knicks do well, but they have 14 attempts in the game. They made 5 of them. They averaged 35. So I know Jonesy and Javon were talking about keeping teams under your average. I think they've done that thus far. And I thought overall New York had to work to score, and that's what I wanted to pay attention to. How easy was it for them, but in terms of just like how they were moving the basketball, how they were getting to the rim. Was it a challenge each possession? And I thought the Raptors played hard, especially in that second quarter. I think they really turned up the intensity, and they made the game closer, than it is right now. So hats off to the Raptors. I think the fight and the compete level is there. If they can continue to do that, I think the score will turn around.
Josh, pretty good half from RJ and quickly, right?
Yeah, and that they've had this game circled for a while, especially IQ having missed his what would have been return to the Garden last month with the injury, but he's back. He's bounced back, I think, after a rough night against Milwaukee on Monday. Playing really well. I think probably still on a bit of a minutes restriction. We saw Darko Rajakovic pull him from the lineup after what was a really impressive sequence in the second quarter, hitting a deep three and then coming back and blocking Landry Shamet in the corner going into like the second or third row there. So maybe they just wanted to make sure that physically he was okay, that the elbow was okay. But yeah, he got back out there at the end of the second quarter and was really impressive, I thought, on both ends of the floor. Has knocked down a couple threes, 11 points, but sort of similar to what we saw in his return in his first game back, where just the personality of the team on both ends of the floor look a lot different when he's out there. The Raptors with Emmanuel Quickley on the floor in the first half, plus 13. Without him, minus 17. And I think that extends to the starters in general. You mentioned Barrett, but with that full starting lineup on the floor in the first half, plus 7 in the 10 minutes 28 seconds they were out there, minus 11 in the rest of the time. So on one hand, that's definitely what you want to see from this group that we've been itching to see for a long time, see what they're capable of. They've looked good. They've looked a lot better defensively tonight. And then you also want to see some continuity from the bench unit as well. And I thought they did a pretty good job of closing the first quarter a little bit rougher in their second quarter minutes.
Warren, I wanted to ask you about, obviously the starters look good. They're starting to mesh, but that means an adjustment for Grady Dick, too. I mean, his numbers are not good here, but in terms of what he's doing out there, what does he have to adjust?
Oh, I think it's just getting into a rhythm. I mean, he's not going to have the ball or be the focal point of the offense anymore with RJ and Scotty there, and he has to pick and choose his times. But I think for him, it's all mental. So stay confident, stay poised. Don't get too worried or about, your shot selection or, how many shots you're getting. You just focus on making the next one. I heard an interesting quote from Coach Billy Donovan today talking about asking a player, how many minutes did you play in the game? And he said, I played around 38. And he asked him, how many seconds does it take for you to get off a shot? He goes, 1. So, you take, and the guy took 9 shots in the game. So you minus 9 seconds away from your minutes. What else are you doing in that time? Right. And that's what you have to focus on. 37 minutes and 50 seconds or 51 seconds. What else did you do? So I wouldn't focus on shots and making or missing. It's about how you're impacting the other things in the game. And I think Grady's done a good job of that thus far. I think the shots will fall.
Josh, it seemed even early in the game they were going to go deep. This is an 11-man rotation here.
Yeah, I mean, mostly 10. Davion Mitchell got in a little bit for a minute there. He's taken a back seat as the backup point guard role has gone to Jamal Shed over the last few games, and specifically the last 2 with the Raptors healthy. I asked Darko after the Milwaukee game why Shed over Mitchell, and he said, look, Shed's played well for us recently. He said that Shed is younger, Shed is the future. He said part of the future anyway, and they want to get a look at him. It doesn't mean that Davion won't play, but right now it's Shed's role. So yeah, we saw him for 9 minutes off the bench, a quiet 9 minutes today. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this rotation continues to shake out as this team has gotten healthy here. The one note, of course, is Ochai Agbaji, the Iron Man for this team, the only guy that has played in every game for the Raptors this season, had to leave in the first half. Took a pretty hard shot to what looked like his ribs. The Raptors are calling it a lower back contusion. They're going to assess him at the break here. Hopefully he's okay to play through it. Otherwise, we could see some more of Davion Mitchell in the second half.
Yeah, some contact in that game. OG and Hart left for the Knicks, but did return. But Warren, I want to ask you about this. Cat's line, 18 minutes, 5 for 5, 1 for 1 from the outside, 4 for 4 from the stripe, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 2 steals, and 15 points. He's been flawless. I mean, how do you deal with this guy? Oh, boy.
I mean, he's one of the best centers in the league for a reason. It's hard. I mean, you just want to try and limit as much as you can. If you look at what he's averaged in December, I mean, he's putting up stellar numbers. So it's not a surprise to me. We all know he's not a maybe prolific shot blocker, but he is capable, and we saw that today. He has pretty good timing, great touch around the rim. I think they are doing a good job of keeping him off the glass. He only has 2 rebounds, but I mean, you're not going to stop a 7-foot guy who's skilled, who can put the ball on the floor. We've seen him drive to the rim down in a straight line. We've seen him pop out and shoot threes, and he's an excellent free throw shooter. So it's really hard to stop a guy like that. What the Raptors can control, though, is maybe limiting the other guys. Like a OG, like a Brunson. Don't allow those guys to get hot. Even Josh Hart, as good as a player as he is with all the intangibles, he shouldn't have 11 points in the game. So try and limit guys like that, and I think they'll find themselves in a good situation.
Josh, we'll end with you. A quick thought. I mean, the Raptors' defensive effort, as we detailed throughout the course of this intermission, is pretty good. Quite an adjustment from the other game on Monday night.
Yeah, it's night and day, and this is a glimpse of what this team is capable of, and you better believe that Darko Rajakovic is going to hold them to it. Yeah, the Knicks are still shooting 55%, but this is one of the best offensive teams in the NBA. The Raptors have forced 10 turnovers, a 5-second inbounds violation, a few 24-second shot clock violations. They're getting after it today, and this is exactly what you want to see from a group that is now finally healthy and looking to find their identity.
Thanks, guys. Tonight's first half stats are driven by Subaru. Get out in winter with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive. Visit your local Subaru dealer and book a test drive today. So here are some of the numbers. Obviously, 55-51 for the Knicks at the half. Bench points, 12-4 for the Raptors. Neither team got a bench point in the second quarter. Turnovers for points. The Raptors, 9 turnovers for 13. The Knicks, 10 for 14. Rebounds, second chance points. The Raptors have 3 for 4. The Knicks have 3 for 0. In the paint, the Raptors 28-26 fast break. The Raptors 8-7 over the Knicks. And the biggest lead the Knicks had was 10, and the Raptors had a 4-point lead at 1 point in the first quarter, but now trail by 4. 10:50.
Alpine News Network is here live with one of our superheroes.
Joe and Lucy needed a new roof and reached out to Alpine Credits. I flew over to help them with a home renovation loan. I suggested they transform their house into a giant robot head, beams that shoot from the eyes. Pew, pew! Instead, they just went with shingles. But it's pretty glorious.
Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved.
Just for license 12616.
At Tangerine, We're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Gary, who lies with reckless abandon every time he's invited out on game night, so he doesn't have to miss game night. Sorry, it's mating season for my pet squid. My e-scooter is out of gas. I ate a beanless burrito? My shoulder blade feels dull. I'm traveling to the 16th century? That's how Gary fans. And we're fans of Gary. This is how we fan. Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors.
It's time to celebrate.
Bulldogs, national champs.
Shoresy's back for a new season.
It's the off season.
Sorry, off season. And it's only on Crave.
Hockey players always find trouble in the off season. You know what Sudbury's like in the summer.
Summer in Sud Vegas.
It's good and weird.
Summer in Sud Vegas, baby. Gotta keep our guys between the lines.
Yeah!
They're gonna ruin everything.
Boys will be boys, boys.
Are you talking about the boys or the boys?
The boys. Shoresy, new season January 24th. Only on Crave. Subscribe now at crave.ca.
439 Pizza Nova. 439 Pizza Nova. With every Pizza Nova, you get real Italian pizza. You'll get a friendly chow, 'cause that's the way we'll treat ya.
You probably think a pizza's just a pizza, right? Not at Pizza Nova. I'm Dominic Primucci from Pizza Nova, inviting you to taste the difference.
439 Pizza Nova. 439 Pizza Nova.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream us on iHeartRadio, the TSN app, or on Apple CarPlay. TSN 1050. Everywhere you want it.
Ready to start the second half in New York. Raptors and the Knicks. New York leading Toronto 55-51 in this second half tip-off is powered by your Ontario Honda dealers. Get home court advantage on every drive with new Civic Hybrid, proudly made here in Ontario. Visit your Ontario Honda dealers today. Get ready to start the third quarter. Of course, Shep and I went out for the snacks at halftime while we were taking in Taddy Ward and Lewenberg, and maybe you could have a pizza delivered. Javon, third quarter action brought to you by 2-for-1 Pizza. Give yourself a high five. Buy any large traditional pizza and get up to 3 medium one-topping pizzas for $5 each. 2for1pizza.com. What movie was that? Where the guy ordered the pizza to class.
Trivia.
I don't know. The guy was a degenerate in class. He never listened.
Feel like Owen is about to get this before I do.
And he ordered a pizza to class.
Whatever way it is, if we get the pizza here, we want pineapple on it.
There it is. Malcolm with the fast times at Ridgemont High. Yes. Dude, you don't look that old. Knicks ball to start the half. Three-pointer missed by Bridges. Back come the Raptors in the purple, moving left to right. Grady up top, wide open look at a three, no good. Barnes with the rebound, reverse layup, no good, but he's fouled.
Big play by Scotty again, right? It doesn't translate to anything, right? Grady got an open shot off of the double team. Josh Hart coming from the top of the key. He's matched up with Grady. Scotty recognizing that right away, zipping that thing out. Right, you get a good shot, you're in good rebounding position, and Scotty comes up with it because he has inside position on the defense. Grady having a quiet night by all accounts, 0 for 5 from the floor, for 3 from the three-point line, and nothing at the free throw line yet. Goose egg.
Well, the Raptors have Barnes at the free throw line. Knocks down the second one. Toronto's cut the lead to 2, 55-53. Third quarter just underway. Knicks in the white with the orange numbers and the blue trimming, moving right to left. Towns to Brunson. Works right, far side. Step back on quickly. Knocks it down. Man, IQ was right on the shooting hand, too.
I was just about to say, IQ, just knowing Brunson's game. He didn't close out in front of him. He closed out on that left hand.
Brunson makes it 58-53. Raptor ball, front court. Barrett on the bounce, goes right. finds a cutting Scotty Barnes, lays it up, no good. Rebound knocked away. Barron gets it back, gets it to Barnes. Scotty goes airborne, and the Knicks choke it off. No foul called. Scotty wanted something, didn't get it. It'll be New York basketball. Brunson walks it over the midcourt line. Gets it to Towns straight away. Back to Bridges. On Grady, works right down the far side of the lane. Kick out to Hart. Dribble, sets the feet, and Scotty makes the block, and then is going to get the run out as Grady delivers. Scotty hustles, gets a partial block, and then it right into the hands of Grady Dick, who feeds Scotty for the run out. Bridges three, far side, good.
Bridges' first three on the night, 1 for 6. And Grady closing out on the shoelace.
Raptor ball front court, trailing 61-55. 9:50 to go. Third quarter just underway. Pirtle drives, kicks to the corner, swing to Grady, three in the air, rattles it down in the bottom of the well.
Extra pass by RJ, giving up a good shot to get Grady a great one, knocking down his first three of the game. And Pirtle with the attack, getting into the paint off the bounce.
Playing percentages. Towns down the lane, kicks to the corner. Hart three, no good. Rebound knocked away. Brunson has it. Gets into the lane, kicks to Bridges. His catch and shoot three, no good. Hart crashes, finds Bridges. Reverse layup blocked by Pirtle. And it'll stay with New York on the out of bounds. Great hustle by the Raptors. I would like to have seen a rebound, but that being said,
yeah, had the sense of urgency, right?
Yep. Until there on the inbound, Towns gets the jam. 63-58. New York by 5, 9 minutes to go, third quarter. Quickly up top, on the bounce, finds Pirtle. Floater in the lane, no good. Rebound Towns. Here comes New York front court on the lob. Bridges can't handle it from Brunson, out of bounds. New York turns it over. It'll be Toronto basketball.
Yeah, New York has had a tough time handling the basketball today. Just 11 turnovers for a team that is fourth in the league in turnovers with only 13 per game.
Barnes in the lane. Stops, finds Grady. He gets into the lane, has it knocked away by Brunson. Now to Barnes, turns, lefty floater, no good. Hart with the defense, Towns with the rebound. Here comes New York. Raptors make the steal and then give it right back. OG down low, kicks it into the corner for a Bridges three, no good. Rebound quickly. Outlet Barrett, RJ on the drive into the lane, has it taken away by Anunoby. Here comes Brunson to Bridges. Hart kicks it out. Anunoby three, good. 66-58, New York by 8, 7:50 to go, third quarter. Quickly up top for Toronto. On the dribble, gets it to Pirtle, down the lane, floats it up and in. Good use of the body and the footwork by Jakob. 66-60 New York.
Running start, right? Gets a pocket pass, gets a catch, and off that inside foot makes a tough finish.
Towns up top. Drives left into the lane. Lefty hook, no good. Rebound Barnes. Toronto with numbers on the run. Scotty to quickly lay it in. 66-62. The Raptors cut it to 4. Hart brings it front court. Guarded by Barnes. 7 minutes, third quarter, 66-62 New York. Brunson drives into the lane, floats it up, and gets the roll.
Yeah, Brunson, he just said he's just going to break the play there, right? Didn't even wait for the screen and had the matchup, got it on the right 45, and just put his head down and drive him to the basket.
Barnes in the lane, tries to get it to Pirtle, knocked away, out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last, so it'll stay with Toronto. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a break. Toronto and New York locked up in a good one. 68-62 Knicks. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
The Subaru winter has arrived. The crisp air and negative temperatures mean one thing: camping. Emerge from your icy tent and bask in 4 to 6 hours of sunlight. Enjoy the unmistakable smell of campfire through the glacial wind pummeling your face. Relax by the water, taking in the soothing sounds of thick ice cracking and popping. Get out there in winter like it's summer with standard symmetrical full-time all-wheel drive and advanced safety systems.
We the North! We the North! We the North! That's right, Canada. Stand up. Let us know in the chat where you're watching from, hanging out with us as we watch the Raptors take on the NBA and hopefully make a playoff run this season. Really appreciate you letting us know in the chat. Let us see that city and province, city and state in the U.S. Emojis for your country. Get that flag out there. Canada flags. It's We the North. I want to see lots of Canadian flags flowing through the chat. Now let's get back to that basketball game, and we'll see you guys back in the chat. Thank you for participating. Go Raps, go!
You don't need to do this alone. To get help, call 1-800-656-7129. That's 1-800-656-7129. Let Consolidated Credit get you back to a debt-free life. Call 1-800-656-7129. Call toll-free today for a free consultation. 1-800-656-7129. Ontario license number 4705786.
Overdrive, Toronto's favorite way to drive home. Weekdays 4 to 7 on TSN 1050.
(68-62) New York. 6:39 to go, third quarter. Raptors hanging on to the rope. They've had a couple of bad-looking and bad-feeling losses, but not so much right now. They're in this one. 6-point game for New York with the lead. 6:39 to go, third quarter. Michael J. Fox, Spike Lee, Andrew Schultz, amongst some of the luminaries at Madison Square Garden, as well as the all-time leader in points, rebounds, blocks, and games played, Patrick Ewing. And you're way too young to remember, Javon, but for me, there was nothing like being at a Knicks game when Ewing and Oakley and the Knicks were in the mix there against Michael and the Bulls. Man, the Garden was electric. But Michael has all the rings and everybody else just has stories. Raptors turn it over after the timeout. Bridges back with a three, no good. But they get the rebound, swing it. Towns up top, his three is good. Has that tippy-toe jumper, Cat, where he barely leaves the floor. New York by 9, 71-62.
I'll tell you this much, he's shooting 44% from the three-point line. He doesn't have to leave his tippy toes.
Barnes misses in the lane. Back comes New York. Towns all the way to the hoop, lays it up, no good. Rebound Grady. Run out to Shed, to Pirtle, a little behind him. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, a little behind him, but Shed also has to understand, right? That's your seventh, that's your big man running in transition. You don't want to give him a chest pass to catch on the fly, right? That's either got to be a strong take for yourself, or a bounce pass to give him time to catch that basketball softly and lay it up.
So the Raptors trail 71-62. 5:54 to go in the third quarter. Bruce Brown into the game, along with Jamal Shed. Barrett, Barnes, Pirtle still on the floor. Hart, pull-up, elbow jumper, no good. Rebound, Towns. Thought the Raptors got a lot of the orange, but they're going to call the foul. And that will send Towns to the line. We see Bruce Brown because the report is Ochai Agbaji, lower back contusion, will not return. Karl Anthony Towns trying to give New York its biggest lead of the night with 2 free throws. First one is good, 72-62. That matches the largest bulge at 10. And the Kentucky Wildcat going to stand on the line for one more. Towns dips, fires, knocks it down. New York by 11, biggest lead of the game, 73-62. Here comes Toronto in the purple front court, left to right. Barrett, 3-ball near side, no good. Back rim, Towns runs down the loose ball. Rebound number 8 for Cat. Brunson to Anunoby. Squares on RJ, drives, and they got the foul on Barrett. Very little contact in my eyes. I mean, again, this is where
OG decided he was going to do that, way before he put the basketball on the floor, right? They squared up that one dribble, and already he was playing arms in the air. And
I just think, again, the referees have a perception of you, and RJ, ever the diplomat, doing a nice job, walking over, talking to Ed Malloy. Nothing, no histrionics or gesticulations and showing the ref up. Nice, calm chat, but that and a few bucks gets you on the TTC. It doesn't mean nothing. Anunoby knocks down the free throws. The Knicks push the lead to 13 now. It's 75-62. Let's see if the Raptors can respond here. Shed, front court, far side, left wing to Pirtle. It's kicked by Brunson, and it'll stay with Toronto. Achua and Shamet in. Towns and Hart sit down. Raptor ball, far side, left wing on the inbound. Barrett straight away. Drives left, into the lane, kicks it out to Shed. On the bounce, near side, gets to the hoop, Shed lays it up, no good. Blocked by Achua. Here comes New York looking for more. Brunson. Into the lane to Achua, who wasn't moving, but the Raptors could only get a finger on it and tip it out of bounds. It will go back to New York. Anunoby will inbound, or now Bridges will inbound. Right baseline, near side, close to the sideline. New York gets it in, and Shamet gets the layup. Lead 15. Toronto really in desperate straits right now. Shed, far side, left hand to the middle. Kicks it to Barrett. RJ puts it on the floor. Drive, floats it up, no good, but he's fouled. RJ taking it in there, and he's going to get rewarded with a couple of free throws. Barrett, 13 points on the night. First free throw goes down. Olynyk and Quickly come in. Pirtle and Shed will sit down for the Raptors. Toronto trailing 77-63. Barrett's second free throw, no good. Here comes New York front court. 4:25, third quarter clock running. Brunson gets it to Achua. Straight away now comes over to the left side near wing. Gives it to Brunson between the circles. Works far side left wing on Walter. Spins, dancing on the dribble. Long step back three, no good. Rebound Barrett.
Time contest. Watch Kobe Walter staying wide too in his defensive stance, sitting in his chair.
Quickly leans in, gets Shamet off balance. misses the shot, but Barrett there for the cleanup on aisle 9, lays it in.
RJ scooping it up between OG and Precious Achua. His first to it and just wanted it more.
77-65, Raptors cut it to 12. Bridges to Achua in the lane. To Shamet, reverse layup is good. Coming near side to far side, left to right, Shamet lays it in. 14 points, 79-65, New York lead. Quickly, deep, three, no good. Rebound, Jacoby Walter. Back to Quickly. Shot clock at 8. Quickly into the lane, floats it up and in. IQ with the bucket on the board again. Cuts the Raptor deficit to 12. Quickly leads, second in scoring with 15. Barrett leads all Raptors with 16. Anunoby shot no good, gets his rebound, and is fouled by Olynyk as he chased it down.
But now he's out of the play, right?
Yeah.
OG, the shot goes up, and OG's crashing the boards for his own shot. Now you have New York playing 5-on-4 against the Raptors that come up with the offensive rebound. 12-point lead for New York, 79-67. Let's take a break. 2:56, third quarter. This is Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
At Tangerine, we're fans of fans who are invested in the game. Like Mary, who stands 5 inches away from her 55.
What's up, Raptors fans? Thank you for hanging out with us together, We the North, here on Toronto Sports Insider, making a difference in our awesome community every single game. Just wanted to stop and say thank you guys for hitting that like button. Thank you for sharing this link out and helping me grow this Toronto Raptors community. We're doing big things with SickKids Hospital in Toronto. We're going to only do bigger things in the future. So I said to the Leafs fans, send me some ideas of some campaigns that you guys think may benefit the community as far as donating money for SickKids. If you have any of those ideas, send an email to me at torontosportsinsider@gmail.com. And let's see if we can't continue changing the world one insider at a time. Thank you, insiders. We'll see you guys back in the chat. Let's go, Raptors.
There you are, alone in your car, waiting at a red light. Suddenly, there she is, pressed against your window, holding a homemade cardboard sign. Can you really tell what it says about her? Don't let homelessness assumptions get in the way of homelessness solutions. Go to CanadaCanDoIt.ca. Help the Canadian Alliance to end homelessness.
There's no better way to drive home than with Hayes, Noodles, and the O-Dog. Overdrive every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Paul Jones, Javon Shepard, Owen Hall, Malcolm Daly behind the glass. Raptors trailing New York 79-67, 2:56 to go. Third frame, you'll hear from Jim Taddy, Warren Ward in the postgame, as well as Josh Lewenberg. Raptors trying to, as I say, I use the phrase frequently, got to hold on to that rope, man. Can't let go of the rope or else the tug of war is over. Toronto digging their feet into the sand and trying to make a stand. Trailing 79-67, 2:56 to go, third quarter. We're at the world's most famous arena, as it has been dubbed, Madison Square Garden. Barnes 13 tonight, Barrett 16, Quickly 15, your top scorers for Toronto. Anunoby free throw good. OG with 20 tonight for New York. Not the leader. Towns has 22. Hart has 11, and Brunson also in double digits with 12.
OG approaching. He always plays well against the Raptors. 22.5, 1.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks in 2 games versus Toronto this season. On the year, only 16 points, 5 rebounds.
81-67, OG knocks down free throws. Raptors front court, moving left to right, quickly drives, floats it up and in. Great use of the body
How many times have I said it today that when Quickly gets his feet moving and he gets the slightest advantage on the defense, it's really tough to stop him at the rim.
Brunson to Bridges. Back to Brunson, guarded by Quickly. Now to Anunoby. Drives on Bruce Brown. Kicks it out. Brunson, three up top, no good. Rebound knocked away. Achua has it and jams it down. 83-69, New York by 14, minute 59, third quarter. Quickly to Olynyk. Shot fake by Kelly, drives on Precious, spins and lays it in. Kelly with a smooth move, cuts the lead to 12, 83-71. Jacoby Walter guarding Brunson, who brings it front court. On the bounce, Brunson. Kicks it to OG. Shot clock at 5. They got to go. Brunson drives into the lane. Floats it up. No good, but he's fouled. He's going to get a couple of free throws. A 12-point lead for New York with 1:24 to go, third quarter. Keeping an eye on the game of the night between Cleveland and Oklahoma City. 123-119. Cleveland leading by 4 inside 3 minutes in that final frame in Cleveland. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with another 30-piece.
Almost automatic.
They are. It's like it's like going to like the drive-through window. Yeah, give me a 30-pack. Name for the order, please. SGA.
A 30-piece wingding special. The SGA one.
Brunson on the line. Second free throw good. 84-71 New York. Minute 24. Third quarter. Quickly to Barnes. Scotty steps into a three and knocks it in the bottom of the well.
Raptors run that play a lot where they just pitch it back in transition, in their primary break. To usually RJ Barrett getting to that left hand, but this time around it's IQ to Scotty walking into the three.
Raptors cut it to 10, 84-74. Achua drives in the lane. Kelly almost had the block.
I thought he got a tip on it.
So did I, but Achua got it through the 10. Quickly back, floats it up, no good, but the foul on Shamet again. IQ coming downhill, not physically imposing, but he gets that step on you and you're done.
Yeah, and he has really good body control and really good, feet control as he's moving with the basketball as well. A lot of guys are fast without the basketball. Now the tough guys to guard are the ones that can change speed, but are also quick and fast with the basketball in hand.
Free throw good for IQ, 17 on the night. Raptors trailing 86-75. Quickly spins the ball in his hands. Takes his 2 dribbles, dips, fires, and knocks it out. So the Raptors cut the lead to 10 at 86-76. Front court. Brunson, Knicks in the white, moving right to left. Kicks it to Hart. Back to Brunson. Barnes guarding him. Brunson into the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound knocked away. Brown has it. 25 seconds, quickly. Shot fake, pull up, 3, no good. Rebound Brunson off Bruce Brown. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be New York ball. Or are they calling Toronto ball? Brunson walking to the bench saying no, wheeling his finger, saying challenge
as
it.
He walks to the bench and he's saying no, challenge it. That's a superstar saying no, challenge it. Tibbs didn't even look at his second line of coaches to see if he should challenge it. That's a trust that you have with your star player.
New York calls timeout to challenge the out of bounds call.
it was not even up for debate.
Well, I'm going to say this.
Usually coaches, the head coaches are looking to that.
The guy with the second row with the video.
Yeah, with the video pad. Yeah. Should we challenge it or not? No, he said that with conviction, and Tibbs obliged.
Well, I get it. As a coach, you got to kind of back up your superstar. But at the same time, if you're wrong, don't come to me with that again. You know, you could be, I'm challenging, challenge that. I'm like, no, you were wrong last time. And I might need that for later.
I knew the challenge. I knew Tibbs was going to challenge it because Brunson was already on his way to the bench. He was sitting down. He's going to get his minute and 20 seconds of rest while the officials went to the monitor. It wasn't even a question for him.
But then again, Javon, he might be right. And if he is, more power to him. But now you have no challenge in the fourth quarter. Our favorite cameraman from Bell Open Gym, Jeff Rocky, taking the brunt of Brunson falling out of bounds. And he lands. Rocky gets hit in the face with the ball.
Yeah, with the ball. Wow.
And then Brunson lands on him.
At the replay review, there is clear and conclusive video evidence that the ball does not touch Brunson when he's out of bounds. Therefore, the ball last touched Toronto. It'll be New York ball on the baseline.
So you know what my feeling is about this? If you challenge an out of bounds and you're correct, you should always keep your challenge. The only time, to me, you should lose your challenge is if you challenge a foul and it's not good. But if you challenge a violation, an out of bounds, a goaltend, and you're correct, then keep running with what you got. 86-76, New York by 10. 20 seconds to go, third quarter.
Number 45, Davion Mitchell, replaces Emmanuel Quickly for Toronto.
Brunson bringing it front court. Davion Mitchell in to guard Brunson. 10 seconds to go, third quarter. Brunson near center. Mitchell stands him up into the lane. Kicks it to Towns. Lays it up. No good at the buzzer. So it's a 10-point lead for New York. Heading to the fourth and final quarter. Last lap of the track, 86-76 New York. Let's take a break. Fourth quarter when we come back. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network.
Breaking story from Alpine News Network. Firefighter Finn McHose, that's a nickname, right? Needed help contending with a blaze of debt. He called Alpine Credits and a superhero was sent his way. Summoning water, she extinguished the fire and consolidated his debt into one low monthly payment. His floors may be wet, but his debt is under control. Own your home? Need a loan? Alpine Credits can help.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Just for license 12616.
You there, have you tried Subway's new Snackwich bundles?
Whoa, you're a bundle of energy.
But they're just $5.
Okay, chill.
There will be no chill. Get a toasty turkey ranch Snackwich with crispy potato rings. It's a bundle of a deal.
Oh, sounds tasty.
Or a hearty soup with a honey mustard ham Snackwich on ciabatta. It tastes like a bundle of joy.
Yes, I get it.
It's delicious and $5 at Subway.
Okay, bundle me in.
Price and participation may vary. Extras, taxes, and delivery additional. Expires February 16th, 2025.
Are you gonna say it?
Yes way.
Hey, it's Brian Hayes, and I've got to tell you why Planet Fitness works for me, and I know it will work for you. First and foremost.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Right in. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, you, the one that's hanging out with us listening to the Raptors game. Yeah, and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet. What the heck are you waiting for? Come on, hit that subscribe button so you can help us get that plaque. We're going after that 100,000 subscriber plaque, and only you can help us get there. So thank you for hitting that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss it when we go live for every single Toronto Raptors game of the season. If it's a Toronto sports team playing, we're live right here on TSI. Toronto FC games hopefully coming soon next season. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button, and let's go Raptors.
Fourth quarter, last lap of the track, 86-76. Knicks leading the Raptors. Fourth quarter brought to you and powered by CMC Markets. Take your trading to the next level with $0 commission on stocks. All right, if you're the Raptors, you're kind of in this. 10 points, you're in shouting distance. Need some stops. I mean, your third quarter was better from a shooting percentage standpoint. Knicks down below 50% at 48.5. Raptors at 52%. Toronto ball, front court, left to right. Bruce Brown in the lane. Lays it up, no good. Rebound to Chua. Got to have the easy ones. Front court. Cameron Payne turns the corner into the lane. Looking for Towns. Scotty Barnes denying him way out to the righting. Near center. Shamet drives, misses the layup, and Toronto grabs the rebound. Good defense there. Barnes into the corner. Bruce Brown, corner three, no good. Rebound, Achua. 86-76 New York. Minute into the fourth quarter. Hart up top. Into the lane, gets it to Towns. Step back, the jumper, good for three. Karl Anthony Towns gives New York an 89-76 lead. Quickly's three is good. IQ knocks it out. Raptors cut the lead back to 10, 89-79. Quickly with 22 on the night. Achua corner three, no good. Towns gets the rebound, drives into the lane, blocked by Scotty Barnes. Outlet quickly. 10-10 to go, fourth quarter. IQ turns the corner into the lane and tries to flip it to Brown. He was off balance on the drive. It went out of bounds. It'll be New York ball. 89-79 New York, 10-12 to go, fourth quarter. Cameron Payne, front court, gets it to Hart. On the bounce into the lane, pull up, jumper, good from 16 feet straight away.
And just patience, right? They tried to get into their 5 down, which is looking for Karl Anthony Towns with Scotty Barnes matched up on him. Didn't get anything out of the first few looks. And just sticking with it. Continuation into the jump shot.
Barnes backs in on Towns. Kicks it out to Quickly. And they got a foul on Shamet. Quickly caught it with his back to the basket. Kind of coming down the pocket in front of the Raptor bench, a little off balance. Shamet helped him with a little shove, and they got the foul on the Wichita State man. Olynyk takes the inbound. Gets it to Barnes straight away. Scotty in the lane, turns and fires on Karl Anthony Towns. There's your move, Javon, in the lane, doing damage. Fire, fire, fire. Call for help. Hart, front court. Raptors down 91-81. We tick towards 9 minutes, fourth quarter. Bridges into the corner to Shamet. Pull up, 16-footer is good. Nice move by Landry Shamet, playing in the mid-range. Front court, here comes Toronto. They trail 93-81. Barnes drives, gets to the basket, floats it up, no good. No foul call. Here comes Jason Hart, or Josh Hart, front court. On the dribble, crosses over, gets into the lane, kicks it out. Cameron Payne drives near side, floats it up, no good. Towns with the tip, no good, gets his rebound and puts it back up and in. Cat working hard on the glass, New York by 14, 95-81. Olynyk on the bounce near side, gets it to Bruce Brown. Kicks it back. Olynyk, 3 in the air, no good. Rebound Towns. Into the corner to Hart. Back to Bridges. Catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebound Bruce Brown. Front court. Toronto with the ball, moving left to right, down 14, 95-81. Jacoby Walter, corner 3, no good. Rebound Towns, that's his 10th, or his 11th. Give him the double-double at 27 and 11. Hart to Towns, back to Hart. Game clock at 7:15. Hart drive, floated up and in. 16-point lead for New York, 97-81. 7 minutes to go in the game. They got a kick ball on New York. It'll go out of bounds and stay with Toronto. New York with a lead, 97-81. Jacoby Walter will inbound for Toronto, near side, right wing. Ed Malloy and Nate Green having a little discussion. Now they're going to reset the shot clock to 14. .701 to go in the ball game. 97-81 New York. Now they're going to set it back to 16. Seems to be a lot of confusion with the exact amount of time on the shot clock. Quickly on the drive, gets into the lane, kick it out to Bruce Brown. Shot clock at 5. Brown goes to pull up. Towns knocks it away. Here comes New York. Hart down low to Anunoby on quickly, spins and jams it down.
If OG gets 2 feet in the paint,
forget it.
It's done.
Yeah,
you're done for him. We've seen that early. He had 2 possessions like that in the first half, and if he gets them feet set in the block, 6'7", 240, night-night.
Timeout on the floor. New York 99, Toronto 81. We'll take a break. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian, Ultra, XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
A consequential caucus meeting on next steps in the Liberal leadership race. This is Omar Sachedina. Tonight on CTV National News, the high-profile contenders contemplating their political options. Full details tonight at 11 and at ctvnews.ca.
Ugh, these vacation prices are really adding up. Flights, hotels.
Are your vacation plans going off-road? I'm a Sunwing financial advisor, saving you money while giving you more.
Did you say financial advisor?
Yeah, Sunwing Financial Advisor. There are thousands of us across Canada cracking the code on vacation savings so you can crack open that SPF.
Huh, that makes so much financial sense.
Book with your local travel advisor or at...
At Walmart, we offer everyday low prices to help you save money and live better. Save $5 on a box of selected varieties and sizes of Pampers or Huggies Super Pack diapers. And save even more with the tax break on now at Walmart.
Making your lousy commute fun. Overdrive with Hayes Noodles and the O-Dog every weekday, 4 to 7 p.m. on TSN 1050.
Paul Jones, Javon Shepard here. You heard from Jim Taddy and Warren Ward. You'll hear from them, and Josh Lewenberg. You'll hear from them again in the postgame. Owen Hall, producer, and technical producer Malcolm Daly behind the glass. All right, do the Raptors have a run in them? If they do, you better think about pulling it out right now because they're down by 18, 99-81. Largest lead of the game for the Knicks. Not a good time to be staring down that barrel if you're the Raptors with 6:35 to go in the game. OG, 23 points tonight. He had 31 on December 23rd, as did Karl Anthony Towns. He has 27 tonight. And you know what struck me? When the Knicks beat the Raptors in Toronto earlier this year, how happy Karl Anthony Towns was. And I thought, what's the big deal? Well, he's with Minnesota, and Minnesota has not won in Toronto since 2004. Yeah, I got bottles of wine, not even as old as that, for crying out loud. Brunson in the lane, kicks to the corner. Anunoby outside the Bridges, drive, floated up, no good. Rebound tipped up and in by Hart. 20-point lead for New York, 101-81. Raptors offense has hit the skids here in the fourth quarter.
I'm quiet.
Pirtle has the dribble handoff intercepted by Anunoby, and OG takes it in for the jam.
See the energy of the Raptors just
waning, huh?
Right? Just going south. RJ not much energy coming into that dribble handoff, and OG just shooting through that gap.
103-81. New York by 22. OG drives, puts it up, no good. Barrett with the foul. And rightfully so. RJ saying, listen, I'm standing my ground and he's running into me. And then you're using that contact to give him a foul when he's initiating it. (103-81). 5:21 to go in the ball game. Toronto seeing New York kind of pull away right now. So the minutes police will be all over Tibbs as the top three guys in terms of minutes played in the NBA this year play for New York. Although I think he gets a bit of a bad rap. Why wouldn't you want to have your best players on the floor? They're getting paid, and I'm trying to win.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, you know, load management and save some. Well, you can quickly misses the three up top. You can save that energy and lose games and be watching in the playoffs.
I think some of those people also have to ask, are any of the players complaining?
Yeah.
Are any of those guys playing those bulk minutes complaining?
Brunson in the lane, floats it up, no good. Rebound, Pirtle. Here come the Raptors, trailing big, 105-81. Quickly, cross court to Barrett. RJ drives, leans in, blocked by OG. Here comes Brunson, far side, left wing. Knicks in control, 4:40 to go. Inside the top of the stretch, they lead at 105-81. Hart in the lane and is fouled by Toronto. He spun, and they said he was grabbed. And that'll give New York the basketball. Right side, sideline out of bounds. So it was Oklahoma City going down to defeat. This 15 in a row is done. Cleveland wins its 11th, 129-122. The Detroit Pistons about to go over 500 since the first time in a year and change. October of last year, they were 2-1 and then had that horrid losing streak. But they are leading Brooklyn right now, 113-87 in the fourth quarter. Quickly drives, is fouled by Brunson. 4:07 to go in this game. Toronto down 105-81. Quickly will sit down. Put in a good night's work, did IQ. 22 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Back come the Knicks. They missed the layup, and then the tip by Josh Hart. He's fouled, a loose ball foul. And that'll send him to the line for 2. Raptors have, as you would expect, being the team that fouls the most in the league, committed more fouls than the Knicks tonight. .358 to go. Fourth quarter, 105-81, New York. Second free throw good. And we got a timeout on the floor. So we'll take a break. Toronto trailing New York 106-81. 3:58 to go, fourth quarter. You're listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN 1050 Toronto.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Whatever the weather, CMC Markets is here to help. Planning for a rainy day? Enjoy $0 commission on U.S. and Canadian share CFDs. Riding out the storm? Get ahead of the curve with lightning-fast execution speeds. Blue skies ahead? Go with the trusted broker backed by over 30 years experience. Switch to CMC Markets and join over 275,000 global traders. Learn more at cmcmarkets.ca. FX spreads apply. CFDs involve a high degree of risk. Member Canadian Investor Protection Fund. Umbrella not included.
Above average snowfall is expected in the GTA this winter. Are you ready? Mabel Toyota has winter tire packages available and expert advice on the right ones for your Toyota. They'll even pay you cash when you upgrade. Trade in your old tires, buy a new set, and get $40 back. No one can guarantee the weather, but you can always count on Maple Toyota to do what's best for your Toyota. Located near Canada's Wonderland in the Maple Auto Mall. Visit mapletoyota.com.
Part of the Zankin Auto Group.
TSN 1050. Listen anywhere. Stream your favorite shows on your smart speaker. Simply tell your smart speaker to listen to TSN 1050 everywhere you want it.
Raptors trailing 106-81, and we have word that the Raptors have signed Eugene Omoruyi. Went to Orangeville Prep and has a few stops around the NBA. Dallas, Oklahoma City, Detroit, and last year playing in Washington. And with the release of Bruno Fernando, the Raptors had a roster spot. So the local kid, we were just talking about that. Javon and I watching Patrick Ewing when he recruited Javon Blair.
Yep.
And Patrick Ewing came up and he said to me, "Hey, I'm in Canada. I'm in Toronto. Well, close to Toronto. I'm recruiting a kid, Javon Blair." I said, "Where are you?" He says, "Orangeville." I said, "Hey, man, that's not exactly close to downtown Toronto." that's.
I always love that when coaches come in town, they're not familiar with Canada or Toronto, and hey, I'm going to be in Toronto. Let's connect. Let's go grab a bite. Let's have a coffee. I'm in London.
Yeah.
Where in Toronto are you?
Yeah.
I'm in London. I'm in Windsor.
Yeah.
I'm in Ottawa.
Where are you? I came to recruit a kid. Yeah. Where are you? I'm in Peterborough. Like, yo, man. 106-81. Raptors trailing. Shed 3 up top. Got it in the bottom of the well. 106-84. The Raptors have made some subs. Shed, Olynyk, Jacoby Walter in there with Chris Boucher and Garrett Temple. Brunson in the lane. Kicks it to Hart. 3-ball. Got it near side. Josh Hart raises his arms like Rocky. He has been having an issue knocking them down. Olynyk in the lane, kicks it to Jacoby Walter. Corner 3, no good. Rebound, Brunson. The cheer you heard is from the New York faithful as the Marquette kid. Tyler Kolek gets off the bench. He will check in at the next dead ball. Garrett Temple makes a steal for Toronto. Run out to Boucher, who jams it down. Chris always around the ball. It just seems to find him. He's been in the game 20 seconds. He's got a breakaway dunk.
I always say he's best in short stints. He's best when his back's against the wall, where you got to really challenge him. And he comes in for Mikal Bridges knocking down the 3. He comes in for a 10-minute run, and you look at the box score, and tomorrow everybody's talking about, oh, Chris Boucher's got to play more minutes. He should be the second player off the bench or the first in the rotation. He's just one of those guys that's much better in a short win.
Tyler Kolek and Matt Ryan into the ball game for New York. 112-86. After a close game at halftime, the Knicks have pulled away in the second half. They show us a picture of Knicks front office people, namely Leon Rose, the former agent for Andrea Bargnani. Boucher, 3 in the corner, got it. Somewhere Javon is laughing. You should see him, folks, leaning back in his chair here and chuckling. Front court, Kolek into the corner to Shamet. Kick it out top. Jacob Toppin into the game, misses the layup. Here comes Toronto. Boucher, front court, under 2 minutes to go. Chris hoists the 3. Got it again. Let me look down here. 8 points
in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Making sure those numbers aren't off. Listen, we're going into February. You got to make sure the stock's high.
Kolek tries to get it. Boucher picks it off and lays it in. Chris saying, I'm getting mine.
We're going to see a bit more of him tomorrow.
Boucher with 10 points in like 3 touches.
Yeah, we're going to see a bit more of him against Cleveland.
Shamet, 3-ball, no good. Rebound, Toppin. And yes, if you hear the name Toppin, that is the brother of Obi Toppin. Jacob Toppin, jumper, no good. Matt Ryan with the rebound. Jacoby Walter ties up Jericho Sims, and we're going to have a jump ball. 1:09 to go. 112-94. New York leading Toronto by 16. Or sorry, by 18. Sims controls the tip. It goes to Matt Ryan, but Boucher knocks it away. Give him another tick in the stat column. Shed to Olynyk. Kelly on the drive. Spins. Finds Garrett Temple on the cut. Temple puts it up, no good, but he's fouled. So that will send Garrett Temple to the line. 53 112.95. We get a look at Darko Rajakovic pensively looking down at his coaching sheet and probably thinking about facing the team with the best record in the NBA tomorrow night in Cleveland. 112.96. Matt Ryan in the lane to Jericho Sims, knocked away by Garrett Temple. Here comes Jacoby Walter. On the drive into the lane, floats it up, no good. Olynyk with the stick back jam. Kelly rams the loose change in the machine. 112.98. 25 seconds to go. As Tyler Kolek's going to dribble it and probably take the turnover. They do, and there are minuscule seconds remaining. 7 seconds remaining. The Raptors will bring it front court. Olynyk kicks it out to Shed, and the Raptors kill the clock. It's a final. The Knicks defeat the Raptors 112-98.
Yeah, and you know what? The New York Knicks are a good team. One of the best offenses in the league, and they had 3 guys step up tonight. OJ Anunoby, 27 points. Josh Hart, 21. Karl Anthony Towns, who had himself a heck of a game, and he really kickstarted this thing for them in that second quarter. Had an exceptional one there. 27 points and 13 rebounds for him. I thought the Raptors did a good job of being a bit more focused tonight for about 3 quarters, you want to say.
Yeah.
But what really hurt them is when you're playing against a team that is a really powerful offensive team, there's possessions. When you have empty possessions, and it's as simple as that, right?
You have to score to keep up.
When you have empty possessions consecutively and you're playing against a high-powered offense, then they start to creep, right? It starts to creep up. They start to gain a bigger gap, a bigger lead. And I thought New York turned this game today into a marathon, and it wasn't really a race. And over the course of the game, right, those possessions start to count. And look at it on the board, right? Raptors had 77 field goal attempts and New York Knicks 88, right? So New York was plus 11 in that department and shot 47% from the floor, 36% from 3. Also got themselves to the free throw line. So it was just a really good all-around game for New York, and still credit the Raptors for just coming out a bit more focused, coming out especially in the first 2 quarters defensively, played tough, kept New York players in front of them. But also what hurts is 17 turnovers that led to 28 points.
Yeah, the turnover bug has really been difficult for them this year, and that's something that...
They also gave up 15 offensive rebounds, which led to 16 points. And think about that. Fortunately for the Raptors, New York didn't convert on a lot more of those offensive rebounds, because that could have been an additional, 15 more points. That could have turned out 15 offensive rebounds, 30 points.
Well, the Raptors go down to defeat. 112-98 is the final. The Knicks defeat Toronto in New York at Madison Square Garden. For everybody here on the crew, we say thank you. You have been listening to Tangerine Raptors basketball across the TSN radio network. Jim Taddy in the postgame up next. Good night from Toronto.
The 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid is here.
NB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. SiriusXM, Channel 89.
For SiriusXM Sports, I'm Ryan Payton. There's no doubt that Barry Bonds is a controversial figure, so much so that Major League Baseball's all-time leader in home runs is still not in the Hall of Fame. But there's also no denying the amazing things he did on the field. His 762 home runs are more than anyone has ever hit, 73 coming in the 01 campaign, which is still the all-time record for a single season. But maybe the most remarkable thing about Bonds was how much opposing teams feared him. He walked 2,558 times, which is another Major League record. That's more than 1,000 walks than the 1,539 times he struck out. He was so good that he was walked intentionally 688 times. Of those walks, 41 came with the bases empty, 1 came with the bases loaded. His career was so amazing that the 2001 season in which he hit 73 jacks may not have even been his season. That probably came in 04 when Bonds posted an on-base plus slugging percentage of 1.422. That is also a single-season Major League record. And Bonds did this at the age of 39. Now, many suspect him taking performance-enhancing drugs, just like so many others around the game at the time did. But none of them were able to do anything close to what Barry Bonds did. He had all facets of the game. He was a 5-tool player, and he was one of the best. For SiriusXM Sports, I'm Ryan Pate.
On the court and off, your home for the NBA is SiriusXM. Follow all the drama as your favorite team vies for it all. SiriusXM NBA Radio. SiriusXM 86.
Please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In NCAA College Men's Basketball, 6:30 p.m. Seton Hall takes on DePaul on XM382 Internet 972. 6:30 p.m. Villanova takes on UConn. Villanova on XM383 Internet 973. UConn on Sirius 210, XM201, and Internet 963. 7 p.m. Arkansas faces Ole Miss. Arkansas on Sirius 132, XM 191, and Internet 961. Ole Miss on Sirius 85, XM 192, and Internet 962. 7 p.m. Indiana faces USC on XM and Internet 372. 7 p.m. Miami faces Florida State. Miami on XM and Internet 371. Florida State on XM 386, Internet 976. 7 p.m. NC State takes on Notre Dame. NC State on XM 388, Internet 978. Notre Dame on XM 387, Internet 977. 7 p.m. South Carolina faces Alabama. South Carolina on Sirius XM and Internet channels 84. Alabama on Sirius 106, XM 190, and Internet 960. 7 p.m. UCF takes on Colorado. UCF on XM 385, Internet 975. Colorado on XM 384, Internet 974. 8 p.m. Providence takes on Butler on XM 382, Internet 972. 9 p.m. Gonzaga faces San Diego on Sirius XM and Internet channels 83. 9 p.m. Illinois takes on Penn State on XM and Internet 372. 9 p.m. Kansas takes on Arizona State on Sirius 146, XM 199, and Internet 953. Arizona State on XM 383, Internet 973. 9 p.m. Oklahoma takes on Texas A&M. Oklahoma on